Yes, people, what's going on? Footy talk settings. Henry, what are you telling me, bro? It's the day is nearly here, bruv.
Yeah, D-Day's nearly here, isn't it? It's slowly getting there. But listen, big up. Thanks for having me on again. The chat's going to be elite as usual. Just in you've just rejected a bid for Maguire, isn't it? Is it 20,
Yeah,
30
only
mil,
20
something like that?
million. You know, it is with West Ham, yeah. Like West Ham, everyone knows they got 100 million for Declan Rice. And them man
Yeah.
are going on like they ain't got money, fam. You know, like that. And this is they're I don't know, they're moving like me, bruv. When I meet a girl, blood. Man always just pretend I ain't got no money, fam. Bro, it's the best way to be, but the problem is, yeah, it helps if they don't know who you are, innit? Like West Ham are in a bit of a pickle because everyone knows they got money, bruv. So you're gonna have to come off the bread, you know, like that. They're gonna have to spend at least 45 million, 50 million to get Harry Maguire. They don't want to spend that money, bruv, but they're gonna have to, bruv.
50 mil for Maguire.
I reckon 40, but still 40
I reckon you
minimum.
test the waters. Go back in with maybe 25, 28, 30.
Nah, come on, bruv. What you talking about, bruv? I said 30, man.
40
Allow it.
mil for Maguire, though.
100%. He's got 2 years left in his contract, bro. And I think he's only 29, 30. So, yeah, 40 million, bruv. That's decent. Come on, man. Mason Mount went for what? 55 mil? Come on, bruv.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at us like we're looking at Van der Ven for like 25 mil, 40 mil for Maguire is madness. Like I get it, English tax and all that, but he ain't even your third or fourth choice centre back. Is I think Luke Shaw gets in.
Yeah, he does. But this is exactly it. This is how you buy before you sell, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you should have brought in the replacement. Yeah, you should have brought in these players before you sold Rice because you knew you was gonna get the money. This is what smart teams do.
Yeah,
They buy before they sell, innit? The problem is when you sell and then you're sitting on that bread, everyone's happy to relieve you of that money. That's exactly.
or you do it like Brighton do, and you sell McAllister, but you better make sure you've already got some sort of agreement, and then they slide in and get the hood. So that we're going to do with Kane. If when Kane goes, everyone's going to know we're going to have 100 mil, so we're not going to be able to go and get forwards because everyone's going to bump up their prices by 30 or 40%. You know, we need to just let him go, man. Like we're holding him as a prisoner now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say you're holding him. Like you've put a certain amount of money that is the minimum you'd accept, and people haven't hit it. Do you know what I mean?
That's the point, though. Levy's never come out. If Levy come out and said we wanted 90 million.
Yeah, but he's not going to say that because he cheekily, if he can get more, he can get more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, agree. Takes
it's just
over,
like the Glazers, blood. When they're selling this club, they're not saying, "Oh yeah, we'll take 6 billion," because bro, they might be able to get 6.8, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, why am I going to tell you that I want 6 when potentially I could get 6.8 or 7? Like, I'm not telling you what I want. I'm just gonna keep rejecting until I feel like you're about to walk away. Then I might say, "All right, cool." Like,
then you dangle the carrot just in front.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do, bro. Me personally, I'd have taken the 20 million for Harry Maguire, bro, and I would have given them a Kit Kat as well. You know, like that. I'd have said, "Cheers, mate." Do you know what I mean?
I'll be driving down to London myself.
Yeah, bro.
What do you think about
20 million? Listen, I would have thanked them for their inquiry. Do you know what I mean? I would have definitely rubber stamped that. I'd have said, "Listen, you know what I mean, we'll send him to you on a private jet. You know what I mean, and we'll pay for the fuel."
It's there's a lot of like crazy things going on in the world, but our owner getting indicted by the United States of America. He's just
inside trading and that, bruv. Hey, brother, listen. Hey,
he didn't just have one pilot. He had 2 pilots, and apparently he gave them some inside information, and one of them turned a $500,000 investment into $40 million, right? Which is a stupid amount of money. But for collateral damage to put up again, like for his bow, he put his 396-foot yacht right up that's worth $300 million up for collateral damage, and we can't even get a centre back for football club. But there's never a dull moment in this club. Like, did you hear about that Fulham centre back rejected us for Monaco? Tosin Adarabioyo.
No, for Monaco.
For Monaco. I get it. Nice women there.
Nice weather, yeah.
Nice weather. You got the casino where you can go and spend all your money. You got the boats. And in Tottenham, you got the stadium and some other bits, but he rejected us and is going to go to Monaco. That just shows you everything about this club. I mean,
it's not a good time for you lot right now, innit? But that Joe
it's
Lewis
never
thing's
been a
funny.
good time, is it?
And you know what the
Let's
mad
be
thing
real.
about Joe Lewis is? This brother's 86. He ain't going jail. Motherfucker's
Have you
almost
seen his
dead.
missus?
Nah.
His missus is 34 and they've been together for 12 years. I wonder what the attraction would be there.
Hey, brother, listen, I ain't no calculator, yeah, but you know the one there. If man's 86 right now, that means she was in her 20s and she hooked up with a 70-something-year-old.
Yeah, I wonder what the attraction there is.
But this is exactly what I say to you, yeah? Don't worry about gal, blood. Just focus on bettering yourself as a human being, bro. You know, like that, and the gal them will come, bro. And the more successful you get in life, the bigger the access here, the broader range of females you can attract, bruv. This is how it is. Look at Joe Lewis, blood. Look at what's his name as well. What is it? Martin Tyler, bruv. I swear down, didn't that brother end up going out with his daughter's brethren or something and divorcing his wife or something for his daughter's best friend or something?
It's nearly as mad as what Adam 22 is doing, mate.
Nah,
not to that level, but it's
it's not, bruv. Nah, it's not, bro. Let's not talk about this Adam geezer. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Martin Tyler's missus is like, she's a lot younger, isn't she?
It's Richard Keys, sorry.
Oh, Richard Keys, yeah. Richard Keys is going out of his daughter's best mate.
And divorced his wife, bro.
His wife's got cancer as well.
Man, them. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the rules, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? A wise man once said the game is the game. You know, like that. And bro, I swear down. Bro, I don't make the rules, cuz. You know, like that. It just is what it is, bro. Like, know what I'm saying? Guys will do what guys are gonna do, innit? Like, and it's a cold world. It's freezing. You know the ones. That's why you gotta get your money up, because heating's expensive. You know, like
yeah, 100% the way we're getting cooked in the UK.
Bruv, man, them. That's why you gotta get your money up, G. You know, like that. And this is exactly what it is. Get your money up, because you see, when you got your money, you can have whatever you want, man. Them. That's how it is, blood. The girl them look at man them here the way we look at jobs. That's how they look at men, bro. That's how they look at you. They're like, you know what? Like,
what can you do for me?
Bruv, what benefits do you come with? You know them ones. You come with a pension plan. You know what I mean?
How many annual leave days are you giving
bruv,
me?
How many days off? How many holidays do I get? You know what I'm saying?
What bonuses are you giving me?
Bruv, do I get a company car? You know them ones there, bro. That's what these things be looking at, bruv. When they're looking at you, bro, you're just a job to these things, bro. And that's why you got to get your money up, G. You know, like that. Get your money up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Just to survive. I couldn't believe it the other day, right? I was in the co-op and Weetabix was a £5. I was like, what is this coming to? Weetabix was a £5.
See, and then people say, yeah, that rag. When I was eating steak every day, man are saying, oh, it's expensive. Bro, my steak
is about £3.50.
My steak's about £6-7 or whatever for the steak, yeah. But it's like, bro, if you're paying £5 for Weetabix,
that's what I'm saying.
Would you rather eat steak or Weetabix, blood?
All it is a biscuit anyway. You just put it in milk.
That's it, and then it disintegrates in the milk as well. Like, it don't even stand strong, fam. Some weak biscuit, fam.
Yeah, it's like our back four just completely disintegrates as soon as you put it in water or milk or whatever. It's just like this window. Do you not think these transfers are getting boring? Like Casado, is he ever going to join Chelsea? Is Kane ever going to join Bayern? I want some new links. Like I was. When I saw that City and Chelsea were linked to a league sale, I was like, right, it's something else we can get our teeth into. Like Man United Højlund deal has been going on for weeks now.
Yeah, but you know what it is with the Højlund thing? It's like, we knew we were in for Højlund. Everyone else knew we were in for Højlund. PSG were in for Højlund. They're trying to offer him more money. He still wants to come to us. But because we know he wants to come to us, we're trying to spend as little money as possible. Like, again, do you know what I'm saying? Like, the man them are loving this, bro. And it's true. When you know a gal is proper into you, bro, you don't have to spend as much money on the first date. It's the sort of same thing, bro.
You can get a like that, meal deal.
Bro, you can go anywhere. You can go for a walk around Wimbledon Common or something, blood. When a girl's into you, just buy her a coffee, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? When you're trying to impress a thing, bro, you have to spend extra money. Bro, that's it. You got to spend extra money, yeah, and then you're not even guaranteed, yeah, that they're gonna put in 100%. You just don't know that, you know, like that. So it's one of them ones where PSG, if PSG did end up getting him anyway, they're not gonna get him as happy as he would have been to play for Man United, and that's exactly what it is, isn't it? So he wants to come and play for us. We want him to come and play for us. So that's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? So he'll end up coming to us, no doubt. Um,
Just when's it
and
going to happen?
yeah, it's definitely when, not if situation. The Caicedo one's interesting because for them to turn down 80 million is actually mad. Like 80 million is a lot of money. And considering they lost McAllister for peanuts, I think it was like 30 million. Like the fact they lost McAllister for that little money, you would think that they would snatch at 80 million, but they're actually holding on for more than that, which is strange because he is worth more than that if you compare him to like the price of Declan Rice. But at the same time, 80
He's
million
got
is
5 years on
very
his
fair.
deal as well.
Yeah, 80 million is very fair though.
I just think the market at the moment is crazy. Like it's where 30 million was about 5 years ago. That's now maybe 45 million, 50 million. 40 million 5 or 6 years ago is now 60 million, where you got to pay for players, and 50 is now 75. It's just getting like, this is why I respect clubs like the likes of Brighton. But so, I mean, they got Mitoma for 2 million, right? They got Dahoud from Dortmund for cheap as chips as well. What Ferguson through their academy. They Brighton don't ever go and spend big money. Their record signing is 29 million, and that's João Pedro from Watford. You look at it in the last 5 or 6 years, they bought Cucurella for 5 million, sold him for like 60. Ben White, Bissouma, Maupay, Dan Burn, McAllister, now Caicedo. How do they keep going and getting these little gems in the market while everyone else is spending crazy amounts of money? It's because their scouting network is elite.
It is 100%. Someone said they're trying to make up for the McAllister loss. Maybe McAllister, it might have been a release clause, in it. That's why he went for so cheap. So maybe that man feel
It
like
was a
they
release
got
clause.
fleeced. Yeah, so maybe they feel like they got fleeced a bit.
Listen, I think Caicedo next to Enzo Fernandez would be a great midfield. Like as a pivot, gives you energy, lots of technical quality, up and down. They can both. Enzo can go while Caicedo sits, and vice versa. It's a perfect match. But I think you're right. 80 million's fair. The problem is they're sitting there going, "Hang on, it's not like Kane where he's only got a year left. We got 5 years on this deal. He signed the deal in January. It was his problem. He should have turned around and said, I want a release clause in that. But they're like, hang on, it's our player. You want him, you pay. If not, he's still going to be here. And if Caicedo somehow does stay at Brighton, you got to remember, they're in the Europa League. They're going to need 3 or 4 bodies to come in yet, because they're going to be playing like every 3 or 4 days. And at the moment, their squad is nowhere near big enough to compete in the Europa, the Premier League. It's like Man City. They've lost Mahrez now. There's there's big question marks over Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo will stay, man.
Do you think so?
Yeah, for sure. But he gets linked with leaving all the time and he still stays, blah. Bernardo Silva's part of the furniture, bro.
He's like, what's that film? And he's like, I'm not leaving. What's that film?
That's it. Wolf of Wall Street, man.
Wall
Like
Street.
Jordan
He's standing
Belfort,
there, mate.
That's it. He ain't going nowhere. He gets linked to a movie. He ain't going nowhere, man. Like Jordan Belfort, blood. I'm telling you. This is just what it is. He ain't going nowhere, brother. So, like, the game is the game. And I'm like, bruv, man said Chelsea took Cucurella, Potter, the backroom staff, and now they want Caicedo. They're just raiding, bruv. They're doing to them what Man City done to Arsenal, blood.
Yeah, when they had the likes of Bakary Sagna, Clichy, Kolo Touré,
Nasri, blood. They moved them up, bruv. You know, like that. They moved them up. Yeah, Adebayor moved them up, fam. You know, like that. And that, this is what these men are doing. Huh?
I swear there was another Arsenal player they took as well.
There might have been, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they done that, and then Liverpool done the same thing to Southampton, bro. Certain teams just get victimized, didn't it?
That's it, man. That's it. I look at like everyone's looking at Chelsea. I think their midfield's weak, man.
Chelsea midfield is bro, like it's bad. Like it's bad. I can't lie. When I spoke to Louis, I realized how bad Chelsea's midfield was. Like their midfield is, it's horrendous.
Clichy, that's the other one.
I think we said Gael Clichy.
Oh, we? Like they've got. I think their defense is pretty good. They've got some good young centre backs there. I was a bit peaked with Fofana. I mean, he's ACLs, mate. Jesus, but I look at their midfield and I think, so they've got Fernandes, they've sold Kovacic, they've sold Mount, Kante's gone.
Yep.
Havertz has gone. Who's going to play in midfield? They're selling that Lewis Hall as well to Newcastle, their left back. They've sold their goalkeeper, Mendy. They've got big problems at goalkeeper because I don't think Kepa's good enough. I don't think their midfield's strong. But the caveat to it is they're only playing one game a week. So if they do sign the 2 midfielders they need, they've got their squad's perfect. It'll be next season when they get back into Europe. They've got to be signing like 3 or 4 players of quality to be competing again.
Yeah.
Like, where's Nkunku going to play? Is he going to play Cam or is he going to play false 9?
Yeah, he's going to play in the 10. He's playing the 10. And then Jackson up top.
What did you think of your... I didn't see the game the other night, but I take it you didn't do a watch along for that Wrexham game. I mean, that was
No. That was the reserves, bro.
What was the what was the lineup you played against Madrid? Was it like strongest team?
We played 2 different lineups in it. We changed at half time. So first half was relatively strong, but not very well balanced. We didn't play well first half. Second half we played well though. The second half team played a lot better than the first half team, which didn't really surprise me because the first half team had Rashford, Garnacho, and Bruno as our front 3, and the second team had Sancho, Antony, and Pellistri as our front 3. And the second front 3 are way better than the first front 3. So
that Pellistri looks a talent, doesn't he?
He's good, man. He's better than Garnacho for me, but I don't know why Garnacho's so far ahead of him in the pecking order because he's not a better footballer than him. It's really weird, isn't it? But I don't know, man. Like,
so it's what Conte used to do with Danjuma. Richarlison would get in over Danjuma, and Danjuma technically is a better player.
Yeah, to be fair.
It's the Ten Hag's got his favourites, isn't he? Like big time. He's got his favourites. So what's going to be your starting mid? Let's at the moment. Who's going to be?
It's going to be Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount more than likely, bruv. By the looks of it, I can't lie, bro. That's what it looks like it's going to be. And then in bigger games, I think the manager's going to change it and add someone else, man. Like, we've been linked with Amrabat. And also, there's murmurs coming out about Kudus as well, blood. So,
what, from Ajax?
Yeah, like there's murmurs of him potentially being on Man United's list if we don't get Amrabat, then there's talks of potentially that he might be on the list as well, innit? Obviously, with his relationships with the manager, but Amrabat's got a relationship with the manager as well. Do you know what I mean? So
that's what I'm saying. Every player that you've been signing recently has either played for the manager somewhere down the line, hasn't it?
Yeah, all of them, apart from Mason Mount, blood. Like
he played for him at Vitesse.
Did he actually?
Yeah, every player you've bought has played.
That's dead, blood. Because I knew that he liked Mason Mount from seeing him in Holland, but I didn't realize he played for him. Oh, that's.
I could have sworn he's played for.
Malacia didn't play for the manager, but he wanted to sign him at Ajax. Do you know what I'm saying? So, that's dead, brother. If he played for him at Vitesse as well, allow it, bruv. End the stream, man.
Yeah, he has. He played for him at Vitesse.
I fuck Ten Hag, man. This is ridiculous, blood. Nah, he didn't. I swear.
It says on Google that he played for Vitesse while Ten Hag was affiliated with the club.
Where does it say that on Google?
Yeah, Mason Mount Vitesse.
But surely, I swear our manager wasn't at Vitesse though. Wasn't he at another Dutch club?
No, he hasn't managed Vitesse, so I don't know how that's...
No, he was at Utrecht or something, and I think he saw him while he was at Vitesse on loan, but he didn't manage him.
Yeah, he was at Utrecht for 2 years, and then he was at Ajax 5 years.
So he saw him in Holland while he was managing in Holland, the same as what's his name, as Malacia. He's seen him in the Dutch league as well, and he wanted to sign him for Ajax. Same shit, man. You know them ones there, like it's the same shit.
I don't know. He managed Bayern Munich second team.
Yeah, he worked with Pep, man. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where the Pep Guardiola link is.
And then he was at a team called Go Ahead Eagles.
Yo, man.
I've actually seen them play. Like, I watched them play Ajax. Speaking of Ajax, Calvin Bassey's just joined Fulham from Ajax.
I seen that.
17 million. And this is what I'm saying. How are they getting him? Right. West Ham are looking at Maguire. Arsenal are looking at Timber. Villa are looking at Pau Torres. And we've been sitting here for an entire calendar month, nearly 5 weeks, Rants, and we are nowhere closer to signing Van de Ven.
Are you actually in for him, or is that a
We
smoke
agreed
screen for
personal
Harry
terms 3 weeks
Maguire,
ago.
blood? Could be a smoke screen, blood.
Nah, don't do that. But have you ever seen a football club that suits Maguire so much? In a back three, put Maguire in the middle, Aguero on the left, Zuma on the right, Emerson left wing back, Sufal right wing back, Souček Paqueta, someone through the middle, Benrahma Bowen. It suits them to a T. If he comes to us,
he is a West Ham player, innit? Like, he is really, like, you know what I mean? He's like a shit Gary Cahill, like
Gary Cahill from Wish. Like AliExpress. That's where he's from. Harry Maguire from AliExpress.
Yeah, he's a shit Gary Cahill, bruv. You know, like that. So he's definitely like, he is a West Ham player, though. He is. When you deep it,
he's just a bit of a juiced up Matthew Upson, really, isn't he?
Yeah. He's so bad, isn't it? He's so bad, bro. Like, it's actually crazy.
That's what I'm saying. When you see that 20 million come in, I'm like, take it. Take it.
And they're saying that West Ham, they're saying West Ham are reluctant to come in with a second bid as well, which is crazy. Like, man said that 20 mil. Man said 20 mil. That's your final offer, and that rotted. That's crazy. How can they come in with a take it or leave it offer of 20 mil? Do you know how disrespectful that is?
To be fair, though, if Maguire's the 5th choice centre back, he needs to go and reignite his career. I'd be saying I want the move. No,
I'm sure he wants to leave, but the thing is with Harry Maguire, like, the problem that Man United are having with Donny van de Beek as well, and a few other players, is Man United put players on long contracts, on high wages, which means it's harder for us to get rid of them. And also, it's harder for players to want to leave us because no one wants to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to take a pay cut. And this is the problem with how we've done business in the past.
Do you think at any point Man United could, if you get Højlund and you get Amrabat, I think you need one. I still think you need another forward. But how far do you think you're going to be off City? If you get Amrabat, Højlund, and another forward, like, how far are you off City? Because I'll be honest, I think with Amrabat and Højlund and another forward, you will finish above Arsenal.
Yeah, with the second forward, yeah, I would agree, but we're not going to get a second forward. Do you know what I mean? Like, for argument's sake, if we did get like Amrabat, Kudus, and Højlund, then yeah, cool. I'd be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then we can really go, but we're not gonna get Kudus and
It depends. You got to sell McTominay. You're gonna get
and Amrabat. If we sell McTominay, Maguire, Fred, and get money from them free, then potentially we could reinvest it 100%. But I don't know if we will, though. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if we would, but that would be absolutely sick. I can't even lie, bruv. But if we got them free, maybe. But like, City finished on 89 points last season. Like, City finished on a lot more points than us, bro. If we could even close the gap on City to like 10 to 15 points next season,
it's progress, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a progress. I'm looking at closing the gap in points. In terms of how good they are, we're a long way off them. Do you know what I mean? So to think that we can catch City is mad. Like, we just got to work on incrementally, like, reducing the points gap. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people saying, like, someone just put it in the chat that there's this narrative that I think City are going to drop off. I don't see that. Like,
I think that like someone said, it's addition by subtraction, innit? I feel like with Man City, yeah, because they're getting rid of certain players, it's just opened the door for other players to step up. Like, for instance, yeah, they've got rid of Mahrez, so now Foden can step up and get the opportunity that he never got before. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and Kova's come in and he's replaced Gundogan, and Cove is a good replacement. So they haven't really lost anything. Obviously, you're losing a quality player in Ilkay Gundogan, but he's 31. So, and he's injury prone. Even though he's one of my favorite players, he's injury prone and he's 31. So if they go and get Kovacic, yeah, to come in and do a job, and Ilkay never started every game, it's like, even though City might have weakened, other players will step up. So it won't feel like they're a weaker team. I think City might just be more settled and even more dangerous, fam. You know, like that. So I don't see them dropping off, man. Do you know what I mean? I see Arsenal dropping off, not Man City.
I look at it like this, and I just think like Arsenal is this is the season to see like you're serious now. You've not had just a one trick pony where you've had a title run, and I just don't see this narrative about how they're stronger. Like, it's how like their midfield. Like, I watched a lot of the highlights against Barcelona the other day, and they did really well. Like Saliba looks like he's up for it. Trossard, good finishes. But that midfield, if Partey did leave, I know there's a lot of talk about him staying now, but if he did leave, they're one injury away from Declan Rice. So that midfield falling apart because Jorginho, as much as he's a clever player, right, and he's very good at reading the game.
His legs are gone, but the thing is, yeah, they're more reluctant to let Partey go now because I think the manager realizes that Kai Havertz is trash, innit? So it's one of them ones where there was links of Partey leaving and they've just vanished into thin air. So, yeah, I still think that if the window closes now and they don't sign another player, they're not as safe as they think they are. Do you know what I mean? I don't think, like,
especially
to me,
Champions League as well.
I don't think Declan Rice does improve them, but I don't think he improves them to the point where they're going to run away from the people that were behind them last season, if that makes sense. I don't think it's a massive improvement. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a massive improvement, really. Like, people will say, oh, yeah, but he's better than Xhaka. He 100% is. Do you know what I'm saying? But he will probably end up playing with Havertz a lot of the time, bro. I don't see him and Partey both starting together most games. Like, they don't really suit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? They got similar strengths. So I can't see a Partey and Rice midfield. I can't see it. But
no, I can't see it either. And I think if Havertz, like, I don't know, I think they're going to try and shoehorn him in. Like, he scored against Barca, fantastic. He scored against the MLS All-Stars, fantastic. But it's pre-season. Once again, fortunately for them lot, they've got a good start to the season again. So the PR train will be full in effect. Obviously, we'll be waiting for the derailment, but they've got a much easier start. Man City have got to play Sevilla in the Super Cup. And I think Arsenal are going to win the Charity Shield, and I think the PR is going to be unbearable. Like, I think Arsenal will actually beat them in the Charity Shield. And then I think they'll go into the season on a massive high because they've finally beaten Man City. But if they don't, so? Yeah. But
why do you think that?
I just think Man City, Arsenal have played more games throughout. I think City have only played 2 games, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that means anything.
Yeah, but the players are going to be fit, and you know what Arteta is going to be like. He's good. He needs to get one over Guardiola. He's lost to him every game he's played, and they've taken a battering. They've taken batterings 4-0, 5-0. Last year they lost an aggregate 7-2. Arteta has to get one over him. But on the flip side, if Guardiola does beat him again, that's another mental blockage.
Oh, 100%. But again, I don't know. I don't think we can really look. We could look too much into that game, though. You know what I mean?
No, it's a glorified friendly. It's just soccer aid. That's all it is.
Exactly what it is. I just don't think it means
unless you're us, because we're starving for silverware.
I don't think it means anything, Henry. Do you know what I mean? No, I think it's too early. I think it's too early to draw any conclusions from.
It's only next week, though, the Community Shield.
Bryce here already.
It's next Sunday.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's only a week away for. Let me double check that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's next Sunday. Sunday, the 6th of August.
Shit.
And they've got Monaco on the 2nd. And Man City have got Atletico Madrid on the 30th.
Okay.
So Man City would have played 3 games by the time they play Arsenal. And Arsenal would have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. So there ain't a lot in it, but
There's
I
not
don't
a
know.
lot in it.
I think for Arteta, he has to get something over. But look at their start to the season, man. Forest at home. It's a given. It's a given.
Bruv, they've got a nice, easy start to the season, but bro, it's not how you start; it's how you finish. That's how it's always been, Henry. So, do you know what I mean? I'd rather have a difficult start because it means that you have to start giving 100%, and that mentality carries. Do you know what I'm saying?
Speaking on the start to the season, right? I think the Premier League have got something against us. I'm going to say it now. Do you know who our last 5 games are? Man City. No, our last 6 games is Newcastle, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool are in there in our last 6 games. And then we got Sheffield United away and Burnley. And our start to the season, right, is we've got Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool in our first 7 games. Why are they doing this to us? How have we got Man City? How have we got Newcastle, City, Arsenal, and Liverpool in back-to-back games?
Yeah, it's not looking good, blood. I can't lie.
It's not looking.
It's not.
We've got Newcastle away. We're going to get stuffed because they're going to be. This is right at the end of the season. City at home, Arsenal at home, Liverpool away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd happily take losing all 3 of those games if it meant beating Arsenal if they didn't win the league.
That's crazy.
Damn. Do you think there's a chance we could get, like, as I said last week, do you think there's a chance we could get, like, 13th to 15th? Because at the moment...
Nah, come on. Come on.
When Kane goes, like, I've been saying it all week, the best thing for Postecoglou is Kane to go because he does not fit this system one bit.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're saying that Bayern are flying in on Monday, right?
Yeah, the meeting was... that's a big win. Yeah, shameless settings. It is. The watch-alongs will be popping off. Don't worry about that. But, yeah, so next Monday, the meeting is going to go ahead, but it was scheduled for today. And obviously, Levy Spurs'd it up. So now we've booked it in. But we're now looking at getting one of their Bayern Munich are apparently going to try and add a young player in, an 18-year-old striker who scored 6 goals last year for Bayern Munich. But
what the fuck's that going to do, man? Just pay the money. Do you know what I mean? These men are just...
Well, it's their third bid now. It's their third and final bid. If you don't pay 100 million euro plus, you're not getting him. And 100 million euros is about 85 million pound. Take it. You don't want to be here. Move on. And it sounds crazy. But Richarlison suits a Postecoglou system more than Kane does.
Yeah, he does. No, it doesn't sound mad. You know what I mean? I say
no, but the Tottenham fans, it does because it's like, oh, we're losing.
No, but I was saying the same thing about us, even with Man United. Yeah, it's like as much as we want Harry Kane, yeah, the haram football that our manager wants to play, Harry Kane don't suit that, bruv. Like he does not. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He really doesn't. You know what I'm saying? This relentless pressing and, do you know what I mean? Closing angles and that. Kane ain't on that, bruv.
No, he's not.
Kane ain't got the ankles for that, blood. Ankles ain't got the integrity
for that either.
Not at all, bruv. You know, like that. And that's just what it is. So, man just have to understand, yeah, like, there's different horses for different courses, isn't it?
Yeah, facts. I think sell Kane. Like, there's a lot of talk about this Kolo Muani from Frankfurt. Got like 29 goal contributions or something last season, but I'm not paying 100. I'm not paying 100 million euros for Kolo Muani. When we ain't got centre backs, I'd sacrifice Harry Kane if it meant going and getting Tapsoba and Van de Ven. I'd do it right now. Like, another thing, I'm going to say it now, and I know I'm probably going to get pelters in the chat, but Kulusevski, big questions have got to be asked about this guy because he's a one-trick pony rants. He bombs down the right wing, and everyone.
Is he not having a good pre-season now?
He's been awful. Absolutely awful.
Oh, yeah.
All he does is run down the right wing, cut back on the left, and miss the target. He's a B-Tech Riyad Mahrez. The difference is Riyad Mahrez has got the tech to take a player on in a 1v1. Kulusevski, I don't know.
But bro, he started so well. So
he had a great first 6 months. Look at this guy.
Mm.
He's not a Spurs. He's not going. Oh, right. I read that. I thought you said he's not a Spurs fan. I was going to say, like, he couldn't. He took the left back from the Singapore rowing team, right? Lion City Sailors. 2 attempts to mark him out of the game. The left back, who is a semi-professional player, to mark him out of the game. We brought on Solomon, and Solomon was dicing him up. He had him on his backside, and he looks a techie player.
That's crazy.
Kulusevski, on the other hand, he can't hit a barn door. He scored 2 goals last year. No wonder Juventus wanted to get rid of him. Be honest, why is Juventus sending the players to Tottenham?
But I don't know, fam. But
if he was that good, why is he leaving Juventus?
I hear that, but he played well when he came in.
Yeah, in a counter-attacking system, he's fantastic. But we're not going to play a counter-attacking system. We're going to play 60, 70% possession and lose 3-2. That's the way we're going to play. You watch. Well, I guarantee Tottenham, Brighton, and City and Arsenal will be the 4 teams up there with the most possession. We'll be up there with we might not create as many chances, but we'll just keep the ball. Kulusevski's he's not built for that system. He's best when he's on the counter. So, and he can't run either.
I'm more inclined with this comment that Kulusevski can play, blood. So it's like maybe something's not right, because I've seen enough from Kulu to think this guy can play, innit?
Like, he can, right, but not in this system.
I hear that, but there's a player in there. So
okay, but so then where does he play?
But if he doesn't suit the system, why did you sign him? Because you didn't have to.
Well, we signed him thinking that the Don Conte, let him cook. Conte was going to be here, and then we drew a Southampton. He threw his toys out the pram, as always, and we brought in an attacking manager. Like, and another thing, Son. Son, if Son's got to play, he's got to play through the middle. He's got to be running off on the shoulder through the middle, because it's no coincidence that Tottenham have played better every single game when we've got natural wide men on the pitch in Perisic and Solomon. Wingers, not wide forwards, wingers. Perisic, at 34 years of age, looks better on the left right now than Son does.
Yeah, that's crazy. But this is well and truly an end of an era for Spurs, isn't it? Because if Kane's leaving, Son's finished, Kulu, bruv, it's like, oh my days, blood. Like, what are you, man? You might have actually finished. You're right, it could be a mid-table thing, for Tottenham.
I've been saying this. We're going to finish 10th. I'm not even taking the piss. We are going to finish 10th.
Yo, no.
If we don't sign these centre-backs, this is how crazy it is. If we sign a DM and 2 centre-backs, we'll be in the top 6. If we don't, we'll be 10th. That's the difference. Like, it's crazy. How are West Ham going out and bidding for centre-backs, and we've been sitting here for nearly 33 days, and we're not even anywhere closer to signing Van der Ven? We're not talking about, like, and when you look for our transfers, who's the last difficult player we've actually signed? Juventus and Bentancur were on the bench every week at Juventus. McKennie put Bentancur out of the team, right? Richarlison, Everton had big financial, like they had to get rid of him for FFP. Bissouma, Brighton to Tottenham is a step up. Ndombele, classified, just said. Leon to Tottenham is a step up. And he's our record signing, and he can't even stay fit. Giovanni Lo Celso, 50 million from Real Betis. It's a step up to Tottenham. Who have we signed? Name someone. Toby Alderweireld, Atletico Madrid. He was on the bench every weekend. Look at Man United. They've gone and taken Mason Mount, proper Chelsea, out of their team. West Ham have just lost their captain to Arsenal. Man City took Riyad Mahrez out of Leicester's Premier League winning team. Liverpool, whoever they want to buy. Thiago from Bayern Munich, Van Dijk. What do we do?
No, to be fair, yeah, you're right. Your team
We don't ever
have the
buy
pull,
stuff on.
Henry. No, you
The
don't.
best
You
player
don't
we
have the
bought-
pull. But you've always been that team, though, Henry. So it's like you can't be mad at Tottenham being Tottenham.
You
now.
can be mad though, Rance, because it's £1,300 a season ticket.
All right, Fez. All right, cool.
So £1,300 to watch us finish 10th. I guarantee next season we're going to concede 60 plus goals again.
Boy, this is killing me, Henry. I can't even lie.
But look at Soldado. Soldado was scoring 25 goals a season in Valencia, and then he scores 2 for us. 2 goals.
I can imagine how this is killing you now. I can't lie, bruv. But as I said, Man United want 30 million for Harry Maguire and 45 for McTominay. Hey, blood, if we get 75 for them two and we slap that money on Amrabat and Kudus, blood, we're laughing. You know, like that. Man said 75. Man said a good 75 mil from West Ham, them wankers. Yeah, you got 105. Free up 75 of that for us. You get me? Hey, if Man United actually get that Declan Rice money, man, have to thank Arsenal, you know. Bruv, imagine Arsenal give us the money for them two players, you know. And we get to get rid of Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay, blood. Because as the way I see it is them two are free transfers. You know, like that.
Yeah.
I can't lie, bruv. Anyhow, bro, they give man, 75 million of Arteta's money, to go and strengthen our team, and we get rid of them two bums. Hey, listen, that could be
like someone said
the greatest chess game ever, blood.
Emery don't cry because we're struggling with Anthony. Okay, but if Anthony don't play, you play someone else there. If Kulusevski last season didn't perform, who are we putting out on the right? We're shoehorning Richarlison in. And Richarlison, did you see our trophy celebrations?
What trophy, blood?
Oh, we won the Tiger Cup, didn't we? Champions of Singapore, you'll never sing that.
Oh, you won a trophy?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Day since trophy, free.
Nah, brother.
Guess who lifted
what's the trophy called?
The Tiger Cup.
Nah, allow it, bro.
Guess who lifted the trophy?
I don't know. Who's it? Richarlison. Richarlison.
He scored actually in a cup final, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
Allow it. Man like Richie, you know, bro. Hey, nah, this is shameless, blood.
Harry Kane took his penalty, high-fived Human Son, and then put his head down. You don't want to be here, man. Just get rid.
Hey, it's not looking good, mate.
He'll end up coming back at about 35 years of age anyway, like Gareth Bale did.
Fuck. You might come back just to break the record, innit?
Like the football club today, happy birthday to our all-time record goal scorer. Why are we putting that happy birthday to Harry Kane when he's been linked with Bayern Munich?
Yeah, but come on, bro. He doesn't stop being Harry Kane just because he finally wants to do something with his life, Henry. Do you know what I mean? That's not fair, bro.
Nice. Life's not fair, is it?
Nah, man decided there that he wants to do something with his life, you know, New Year's resolutions and that, bro. That's just all it is.
Look at this. There you go. Look, I don't know if you can share that.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me take the thing off the screen. Right, that's a decent sized trophy as well.
It is. It goes right next to the Audi Cup.
Yo, is that the Tiger Bear?
Yeah.
That's the Tiger Bear, isn't it? Oh my days! You lot are shameless, blood. Now you got a car and a bottle of beer now. Do you know what I'm saying? Fucking hell, blood. Man, just deep. Just the Tiger Bear, you know. Fucking hell, man.
And we conceded. Do you know the most Spursy stat? Do you know how many shots we've conceded in pre-season?
No.
5, and we've conceded 4 goals. 5 shots, and we've conceded 4 goals.
What, with Lloris in goal?
No, not the race, with Vicario.
Oh, what, your new keeper?
Yeah.
What, your new keeper's old, shitter than the old one?
Against West Ham's kids and the Singapore rowing team.
Hold on, let me get this right. So your new goalkeeper is even more of a hologram than the old one. But I said 5 shots, 4 goals, you know.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's just I don't know, man. Like,
Richarlison took. I might have to tune into your season. You know, I feel like Spurs are gonna be the entertainment. They're the ones to watch this season for the wrong reasons.
Like everyone's saying, oh yeah, like Spurs are gonna be cooking. Doesn't matter, mate. If Ange don't get the players he needs, the only thing we're going to be cooking, mate, is cereal.
Bruv, I lie. And this Raya thing, what happened with David Raya? I swear that got agreed and then something happened after that.
Yeah, they wanted 40 million. We said there's 25.
But I thought something was agreed, though. What was it? Personal terms were
terms.
agreed. But you couldn't agree a fee.
No, Daniel Levy went, we're not going to pay. Work this logic out, right? David Raya, other than Edison last year, had some of the best distribution stats in the Premier League for a goalkeeper, right? Our system heavily relies on the goalkeeper's distribution, the same as Man United's, which is why you've gone and bought Onana.
Straight.
Right? So we've gone, they want 40 million. We'll give you 25. How does that sound? Right? David Raya wanted the Tottenham move. Brentford have just bought another goalkeeper who's going to be their number one because they knew that Raya was leaving. We went, nah, we'll offer you 30. How does that sound? They rejected that. So we went and then paid 17 million euros, that is. So that's about 14 million quid for Bologna's number one. Bologna's number one. And then immediately, as soon as we get linked to...
I don't even know what to say, bruv.
Our clapped fans, because we've got the worst fan base on planet Earth, without a shadow of a doubt, our clap, every single one of them's clapped, comes out and goes, but give him a chance. The first game of the season, pre-season, he went to pass it out to the right back and it went off for a corner. Like, honestly, we might as well have a sieving goal. At least that does its job. Honestly, man, it's an absolute...
I need to keep an eye on your season, blood, because you lot signed Maddison, yeah? And I just thought, you know what, they signed Madders, yeah? They might be onto something. You know,
Embele, not Bologna. Embele.
Oh, but no, someone made a good point. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone made a good point. You lot can have De Gea, bro.
It probably comes in. He's probably better than our keeper.
But he is, though. He's got to be. You know what I mean? He's got to be. Don't have David De Gea, bro.
Someone said Spurs going to be the new AFTV. We ain't got a big enough fan base to be AFTV. Facts, we haven't.
No,
we've
but
got Tottenham fan TV.
In terms of entertainment value, though, you could be.
It's gonna be a meltdown next season. First game of the season, we've got Brentford, right? Watch Brentford for one game only, play Raya, and you'll have an absolute masterclass against us.
Yeah.
And then we've got you lot, second game of the season.
Yeah, we're gonna smoke you, to be fair.
Yeah, honestly, man, I'm not looking forward to that one bit.
We are.
That's going to be an absolute whitewash. Come on, Henry, you got X and Toby. Yeah, X is calm. Toby's is doing his thing. Fuad, and then it's me and Sava that are just fighting the fires. Like people coming into our chats on a daily basis saying, "If you can't see what Postecoglou's doing, go down the Emirates." It doesn't even make sense. Like, it doesn't. If we can't see what Postecoglou's doing, why don't you go down the Emirates?
Listen, I might have to invest in this Tottenham season, you know, because bruv,
for us,
my brother is going to absolutely cook blood. I can't even lie. I didn't even realize it was this bad for you, though.
It's terrible, man. Like, look, if you're a foreign player right now, let's say you're Mickey van der Ven, Tottenham coming after you. You'd look on social media, see their manager's being indicted, our owner's being indicted, our best player, Harry Kane's leaving. We've been looked at all these players for months and months and months, and we're not doing anything.
And you're losing Harry Kane.
And we're losing Kane, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said the other day, I got pelters, right?
What are you lot going to do with the Kane money, though? Is there any indication where that Kane money is going to go?
Probably go and build another restaurant.
Yeah, so what? It's not getting reinvested?
Well, it has to be, Rance. We have to go out there and buy 2 centre-backs. If we bring in Clement Lenglet...
So what? Do you think that you're waiting for the Kane money to then go and close these other deals?
That's the wrong way to do it, though. You buy the players first, then sell the player.
Yeah, because the problem is, now they know you've got the Kane money, then you end up in the same situation as West Ham where everyone costs more.
Honestly, if we sign Lenglet, I'm probably going to have a breakdown. If we bring in Clement Lenglet as our main centre-back, right? Generally, this monitor and a camera and lights are going to go out that window if we bring in Clement Longley, because let's be honest, like, honestly, it's just, like, it's mind blowing.
Crazy.
We're sitting here 7 o'clock on a Friday night, you know, and it's the 29th of July next season. The season starts in 17 days. We need another right back as well. We got flipping Emerson Royale, who's good going back, but like Mane's hairline, there's nothing going forward. Right? Porro is a right winger. Jed Bench. What's the point? Who in their right mind goes and buys Jed Spence, right? Loans him to France and brings him back.
That was a club signing, though. But to be fair, your new manager might like him.
He doesn't like him. He hates him. That's why he's not playing him.
What, your new manager don't like him either?
No, he's just... What's he doing? Like, Postecoglou might as well leave now because he ain't going to do anything at his club. Like,
what, the new manager don't like Jed either?
The new manager's coming. The new manager, right? He looked like he aged a couple of years in 2 weeks in this job. He comes out the press conference and goes, we're looking at centre backs. Yeah, that was 12 days ago. We agreed personal terms with Mickey van der Ven on the 29th of June.
Bro, what is going on at your club, bro?
I don't know. It's a circus. And then everyone goes, oh, yeah, but you're negative. If you can't see what Postecoglou's doing, go down the Emirates. What's the point? Why am I going down the Emirates? People are saying, no, Henry's waffling. How many minutes has Jed Spence had in pre-season? Tell me.
Man, them are saying he might be injured, though.
He's not injured. He's not injured at all. He's been sitting there going out on a doing God knows what a Bissouma on a training pitch. He's not injured at all.
Man, he's doing balloons and that.
Might as well be. It's more entertaining than sitting on the bench.
Shit.
I
actually fucked. You know what? I take it back, because I thought that Tottenham were going to surprise people, but I think the only surprise will be if you have a decent season.
We brought Maddison in, and I was like, do you know what? Finally, we're going to approach the window, and we're going to be a serious football club. And 2.5 weeks later, we sell Harry Kane. You just can't make it up. You just can't make it
up. For
instance,
say you do bring in 2 centre halves, what other position do you need? Because obviously Basuma is going to be like a new signing. If you get 2 centre backs,
yep.
DM. And what 100%. Else do you need?
DM and a right back. If we bring in 2 centre backs, Tapsoba and Van der Ven, right? Romero goes to the bench, and you've got Basuma as the 8, Maddison as the 10, Solomon on the right, Son through the middle, or Richarlison. Left wing's looking a bit meh, but we could probably get away with Perisic and rotate. You need a centre. You need a DM. You need that triangle. Look at all the best teams in the league. They've all got that triangle. Varane, Martinez, Casemiro. Right? Man City have got whoever centre-back they want to play, Rodri. Arsenal last year had Saliba, Gabriel, Partey. Who plays DM for us? Papa Matasar. Sar Toure.
Yeah, because you had Højbjerg in it. And he's gone now, isn't he? Madrid. Yeah, he's gone now.
Yeah, Højbjerg's beating on his Vikings.
Yeah, so you need a 6.
Hey?
You need a 6 then.
Big time. That's why we need Amrabat, but he's going to go to your lot.
Shit, man.
I'd go and get Kessie. I'd free Kessie.
Fair, he's available, but would he go to you lot? Didn't he turn you down before to go AC Milan?
No, he turned us down to go Barcelona.
That's what I meant, sorry. Barcelona.
Yeah, but come on, like, you're looking at Levy and thinking, hang on, Barcelona want me. I want to go play in the Camp Nou, or do I want to go play in
Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and Tottenham High Road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear that.
Our stadium's not even named yet. You know that? We haven't even named our stadium.
Nah, you're waiting, innit? You're going to sell that, innit? So that's what it is. Man, waiting for the naming rights.
It's mad. It's mind-blowing how poor we are at making footballing decisions. Like, look at Lavia, right? We should have snapped Lavia up earlier on in the window, right, for about 40 million. That'd be a fantastic buy. Fantastic. Kessie's available for 25 million.
But now, but I don't know. There's rumors saying that Lavia, Chelsea might be back in for him. But then there's also rumors saying that Chelsea are going to go in with another bid for Caicedo. So I don't know. Do you think you could compete with Liverpool for Lavia?
It's not about competing. It's just about showing ambition. Like, even if we put a £50 million bid down and he went, I want to join Liverpool, I'd be fine with that. Because he's showing the intent to play with the big boys. What we're doing is we go in for Lavia, we'll offer him 15 million and a packet of crisps. That's what we do. Like the best player we've signed who's come into the football club and been world class at the time was Jurgen Klinsmann. Won the World Cup, come into the football club as a machine of a number 9. Other than that, every signing we've made since then has been, oh, he's not in the 11. We never go out and buy a player from someone's 11. Like, can you imagine us going and signing one of Liverpool's players or one of Man United's players? It would always be one of their scrubs, like McTominay or Harvey Elliott. We're not going to go out and say how much you want for Marcus Rashford because we're not that sort of football club. And then when it comes to making the Brighton signings, about signing some other player from elsewhere, we don't do it.
No, facts. Hold on, what the fuck is this? 58. The add-ons will make the difference. What is this? Just come in now?
Fined, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Man said Ousmane Dembele is close to joining PSG. What?
Yeah, 50 million euros.
Oh shit!
I wouldn't pay that for him.
He'll do bits there though.
After watching him in the World Cup, I mean, Jesus Christ. He couldn't hit a barn door for that France team.
No, I hear that. This is crazy, bruv. Who's release clause? Who's got a release clause?
Ousmane Dembele. He's got a release clause for 50 million euros by the 31st of July. As soon as he hits the 1st of August, it goes back up to 100. Oh, like Dembele's class. How many times has that guy ever fit?
Ratid, he said him and his agent will receive 25 million out of the 50 million euros. Bloody hell, whoever wrote that contract is a madness. Bro, man said he gets half of the release clause. Bruv, oh my days. Whoever negotiated that contract with him, oh my word. That's crazy. Damn.
If Chelsea go in for another bid, that would be their 5th bid, right? For Caicedo.
Yeah, bro.
He's just joined Fulham for 22.5 million euros. That's only 5 million euros less than what we've got to pay for Van der Ven. And that's Fulham. Fulham are signing centre-backs.
That is actually crazy, you know.
Like Arsenal's Timber comes in, becomes our best defender immediately, and he won't even start for them.
Yeah.
Even Lindelof. Lindelof comes in as one of our best centre-backs.
Yeah, of course. Lindelof's good, though. Like, Lindelof's just not brave, but Lindelof's improved in his aggression. But on the ball, Lindelof's a good player.
Put Lindelof next to Romero. Lindelof's probably better than... Well, he's better than... Anyone's better than Dyer and Sanchez.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, no, bruv. Like, I didn't realize how bad it was for you, to be fair. Now I'm speaking to you. I sympathize with Tottenham fans. You man are fucked.
It's madness. Like, it's crazy. We see the guy we want to sign is Matthias Tell from Bayern Munich, and his agent are apparently aware of the interest.
Is that who they're trying to throw into the Harry Kane deal?
Yeah. 18-year-old striker. He's got a lot of talent, but I'm not a big fan when it comes to signing up players that just get thrown into deals. Not for me.
But I don't know. Beggars can't be choosers. You man have to let Kane go. So I don't know. It's just one of them things.
Away for a fine Juventus, 20 million. And they've been knocked out. It's been confirmed they've been fined 20 million and been kicked out of the Conference League.
Because of what?
Their financial deals they've been doing over the recent years.
They can't catch a break. So them man are fucked.
Yeah.
And who else got the FFP fine?
Chelsea, 8.6 million.
Fucking hell.
8.6 million. That's Mendy's wages.
For real. For real. Yeah, it's peak. Wow, football's a weird one, man.
Man, it's long, man. It's long.
Oh, well, you know what it is, yeah? Like, this just makes me feel better about my club, you know? You see, when I have shows like this, it makes me feel so much better about my club. You know, when I get stressed sometimes, and I look and I say, oh, maybe I feel like this isn't the football that I thought this manager was going to play. We're getting linked to players I'm not really a fan of. All of that shit pales into insignificance, yeah, when I see, yeah, that you, man, are losing your best player, yeah, and you're not going to get no one anywhere near that quality back in, yeah, and you're probably going to finish 10th, blood. You know, the ones, it could be so much worse for me, bro. I just have to be grateful for these moments, bro.
Yep. Like, could be a lot worse. Come down the lane next season and you'll see what a nightmare looks like. A real life nightmare watching Dyer chase down Mohamed Salah as he puts in Liverpool's fourth. Because that's what's coming. Like,
it could be that still. It could be a bloodbath. I can't lie.
Man United second game of the season. Who do you think is gonna? What did you make of? Did Sancho start false 9 the other night?
No, he came on second half, played false 9, played well.
Is Martial injured again?
I think he's training now. Do you know what I mean? But he's not.
I think you sell that guy, man. He's never fit.
I don't think we'll sell him. I think we'll run down his contract. He's got one more year, and we'll just let him go on a free. I think.
So much hype around.
Oh, he's such a good player, but if you're not fit, what does it matter?
Availability is one of the best abilities.
That's what I mean. It's the only ability that really matters, blood. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones. I think next year's his last year. We just won't renew it. I think he'll just leave on a free, man. Like, it's a shame, but injuries are these things have happened to loads of players, though.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Happens all the time. We're only on 366 likes.
Yeah, it's a disgrace, man. And we've had like 1,100 in here, and we ain't even, bruv. We need to get to 700 likes. You know, you man need to double those likes. Do you know what I'm saying? This dead Kai Havertz flipping conversion rate, blood. You know what I'm saying? It's dead. It's dead, man. And yeah, Martial will stay, but I'm saying once his contract ends, I don't think we'll renew it. And if we do, it will only be to get money for him. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think it makes sense. Like, who's gonna pay money for him? Like, no one. I mean, his career never really got going.
It was kind of like into first gear and then back into neutral. He never really got up through the gears, did he?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you know what I mean? His highest point of his career was his first season under Van Gaal. Do you know what I mean? And then
debut goal against Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying. And then literally from there, it was just downhill. Jose fucked with him. Then Oli fucked with him. Do you know what I mean? It was just... And then now he's got a manager here that actually appreciates him. He can't stay fit for him. So it just doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, you need. I think Ten Hag's a great manager, but some of the managers you've had has not done him any favors whatsoever.
No, for sure.
No favors whatsoever.
No, man, but it's like it gets to the point where I don't know. You just have to accept it for what it is. Yeah, even Reece James getting injured constantly now. Someone has mismanaged one of his injuries. It's always the case, but the thing is in football, see, the thing is with football, it's like with injuries and stuff like that. Usually, it's one injury that's the catalyst for multiple injuries. You know what I'm saying?
The domino effect.
Yeah, that's what it is, and we just don't know what that is. We don't know what one injury that was, but it's just peak.
Yeah, it's like players like that such finely tuned as well. As soon as they get one hamstring injury, that'll create another one.
I mean,
another one.
Could be an ankle injury or something, and then do you know what I mean? It could just be something innocuous, bro, and then it just gets worse, bro.
And then before you know it, that's it. Before you know it, you've already missed flipping most of your career.
Yeah, 100%. It's sad, but that's the reality, man. And the thing is, because because football's so competitive as well, there's always a rush for the player to get back. They can never fully recover. Do you know what I mean?
We're going to do the same thing with Bentancur.
Mm,
He had his ACL injury. He'll probably be back playing by October, when really we should slowly bring him back into the team by end of November.
mm.
But because our midfield will probably by then we'll probably have a couple of injuries. He'll be forced back in.
Yeah, it's sad,
It happened
man.
to Joe Cole a few times where he got injured and he was forced back because the weight of demand outweighs the player's injury. Simple as that.
Yeah, of course it does. You know what I mean? Of course it does. You know what I mean? Your club want you out there. You know what I mean? They don't really care about your body, really. So I don't know. It's unfortunate, but we just have to prepare for life without Martial. And I feel like we are doing that. Even if the manager doesn't say it outwardly. I know the manager's a fan of his, but the manager will know that he can't rely on him in it. And once that trust is gone from a manager for a player, you already like subconsciously replace them. It happens.
Yeah, I agree. I look at it and just think so much technical ability. It's the same with Ndombele. That guy, I mean, he technically is better than 90% of the players in the Premier League, technically. But if he's only giving you 5 minutes at best, what's the point? Even his missus won't be satisfied.
Exactly. There is no point.
Let alone the coach, there's no point. Like, Joe Cole was a ball. Yeah, Joe Cole was cold. Like, remember that goal he scored for England, that left-footed volley? Was it left-footed volley? It was left-footed, wasn't it?
I can't remember, bro. Listen, I don't remember much of Joe Cole, for England because, bro, just one of them one. Joe Cole was dusted for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, he lost his little bit of pace on the left wing, cutting in with them slow step overs and that. It was dead, man. Oh, my days. Like, them injuries.
Not right, Joe Cole.
He was sick, but then his injuries cooked him. He was awful, blood.
Overnight as well.
Yeah, literally, overnight he was just crap, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, he went from being such a good player at West Ham, to being decent at Chelsea, and then just being horrible, like out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean?
Cliff.
Like he played like he smoked like 20 cigars a day, bruv. And you get me? And now you look at him and his hairline's gone, everything, bro. Like he's been through it, mate. Do you know what I mean?
He's had a tough life, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's proper been through it, man. Do you know what I mean? He went from one of the most promising young English players, to
now looking like Phil Mitchell.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I can't lie, man. So,
what do you think of Riyad Mahrez? Do you think where do you think he ranks in terms of Premier League wingers on the right?
Oh, he's right up there. But the thing is, Riyad Mahrez, he ain't got the right PR. That people will never speak about Riyad Mahrez, in the conversation for top Premier League wide men, even though he's got a good goal ratio for Man City.
Ridiculous.
Crazy skillful. Won a Premier League title with Leicester as well, like as one of the main players in that team.
He got Player of the Year, didn't he, that year?
Yeah, well, but none of that matters. Do you know what I'm saying? None of that matters with Riyad Mahrez, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
his PR is nowhere near as good as the likes of Hazard and Salah.
No, it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be, or De Bruyne's or any of them. Like, and it won't be. Do you know what I mean? It won't be. It's just one of them ones. It's unfortunate.
He's controlled as well. Like when I talk about ball
control, he got the best first
touch
in the league, bro. Like Riyad Mahrez, his first touch a joke.
When you look at like Berbatov's and the Dennis Bergkamps, unbelievable ball control. Riyad Mahrez is not far away. Like he's and that's why he always turned up in the big games. Like other than Erling Haaland, he was their top Champions League goal scorer last couple of seasons. Like
that's what I'm saying. From wide right, you have to respect it.
Serious player.
And he's more of a traditional winger as opposed to a wide forward like Salah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Out and out winger as well.
Yeah, so the fact that he still gets goals, at the volume that he was getting them at, have to respect him, man. Top player. Because he's left as well. City will miss him.
Well, this is the thing. Apparently they're going to look at playing Foden out on the right.
They will.
Or play Cole Palmer.
But this is what I'm saying. They'll play Foden and Foden will step up, man. Foden will step up and he'll grow into the shoes. Do you know what I mean? That Mahrez left. And that's what I mean about addition by subtraction. All that will happen is Mahrez is gone, and it will mean that Foden can now step up because Foden's ready now. He's coming into that age where you can
Step up
expect
now.
consistency from him. Do you know what I mean? 23, 24.
They're looking at Elise as well, aren't they? Like he's only got 4 goals in his last 2 seasons, but he can create a lot. I think he got like 8 or 9 assists last year, left-footed. And with Guardiola's coaching and the coaching stuff, he'll turn him into a player. Left-footed as well, so suits the right, can cut in.
Yeah,
Probably
he's
the
like
closest like player.
Yeah, he is. He is proper like a Mahrez regen, bruv.
He's young as well. What is he, 20?
There
and
you
he's got
go.
a release clause of 30 mil.
There, so he can be an understudy for 23-year-old Phil Foden. Not 23, Phil Foden's ready to be playing week in, week out now. He's at that age where he can take it. He can take the pressure.
Yeah. Because I think like he threw a couple of little digs at Guardiola last year when he wasn't getting the game time, but now you got to step up and show why you're going to be one of the main men now.
Facts.
I don't think you'll be seeing 34 games a season from De Bruyne next year. He'll probably play 20, 22, 23.
Yeah, his legs aren't what they were, bruv.
100%.
No, it'll be very interesting, but I think that City will continue to thrive, man. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see. Oh, you lot, smash up that like button, man. We need 700 likes in there. We got over 1,000 in here. We haven't even hit 500 yet. You lot are slacking, man.
Pay your rent.
That's it. Pay your rent. You already know what it is, man. Make sure you follow Henry's channel as well. The link is in the title. Hey, bro, what are you saying anyway? What you got coming up?
I've dropped 2 videos today. One about obviously the Kane saga and one about Kessie. It's funny. I put the news out earlier, and all of a sudden, all the journalists are all over it like a tramp on hot chips. Not saying I'm an ITK and all that, but I see the source early. And I've got another video dropping at 9. So if anyone wants to subscribe, I'm only about 50 subs to 14.3k. So, and you ain't even got to leave the video. It's free to do as well. So yeah. You got another game soon, didn't you?
I don't know.
We got Dortmund game, I don't know. Pre-season.
I don't know when we're playing Dortmund though. I don't know. I know that the boxing's tomorrow. There's Spence Crawford in it, so I'm doing that. When is that? Early hours of Sunday morning, people.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
So I'm doing the Spence Crawford fight for sure. And then what? Sunday we've got Dortmund. What time's the Dortmund game?
Early hours Monday morning, 2 a.m. And then you've got on Saturday, you've got Lens.
Hold on, what the fuck?
2 games in 5 days. Who do you think's going to win the boxing, though?
Crawford on points.
Crawford on points?
Yeah, I think Crawford on points. You know what I'm saying? They're both sick fighters. I think Errol Spence, yeah. I think Crawford's just got the speed on Errol Spence, innit? I think that Errol Spence has got amazing fundamentals, innit? He's such a great fighter, but he's just half a second slower than Crawford. I think Crawford's just going to be too elusive for him, and he'll outpoint him. Do you know what I mean? But I don't see a knockout. I don't see a knockout.
Going to the distance, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So no,
isn't Fury fight Joshua fighting soon against Dylan
White? Mm-hmm.
That's August, isn't it?
I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure what the date is for that, but yeah, it must be because it's quite soon.
Oh yeah, August 12th.
Yeah.
So that's only a couple of weeks.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be doing a watch along for that fight as well, for sure. But Spence Crawford, we're definitely doing, guys, and then obviously we'll be doing the watch along for Man United as well. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll absolutely see. So, yo, people, hold on 1 second. Fabinho's completed tests at Al Ittihad. All right, cool. So he is going then. All right, Fez. So, yeah, we'll definitely be back for the boxing watch along, guys. Make sure you smash the like on the way out. We ain't even hit 500 likes. You, man, are taking a piss. You know, like that. Make sure
less than 50 away.
Like. This is brazy, though. You know, like that. We've had, what, over 1.1k in here. Not even 500 likes, bro. Like, bro, man can't even get a 50%. Like, it's a disgrace. I can't lie. know what I mean? You lot smash the like on the way out. It's free, you get me, and it helps the channel to grow, man. So pay your rent, and I will see you guys for the boxing.